Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hi, Paulette. Hello, Alexandra. Oh boy, we're going to have fun tonight. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Have you noticed any changes in the game since you had a lot of lag? Let's see who's observant.
Yes, the
What's...
Helheim I am playing.
Goody
New
I
room.
have
goody.
level 2.
Yes. Oh, gosh, you're doing better than me. Okay, so what we're going to do today is talk about Helheim.
Helheim.
Helheim, yes. Which was basically, I suppose, the afterlife for people who didn't die in battle in Viking times. Anybody who died in battle, of course, went to Valhalla. But if you didn't die with the sword in your hand, you went to Helheim, which I suppose is a little bit like, I don't know, purgatory in the Christian way of thinking. But this was the Viking way of thinking, of course. Hi, Ozzy.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How's
So
everybody?
today, well, I'm okay. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Goody, goody. Glad to
Party
hear
time
it.
over here. Still.
Party time, yeah, still. Okay, so
This bachelor life is brilliant.
you keep telling me. It will never be my life. I can't be a bachelor.
Hey, you can be anything you want to be now, boss. Anything you want to be.
True. Today we're going to be Vikings. Okay, just so you know, this session is being recorded. Okay.
Why?
You'll see in a minute. Okay, for those who couldn't be here, we're going to Helheim.
All right. It's okay,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Paulette's already been ugly, and Just Me hasn't been yet. But I'm going to share my screen just to give you some pointers and some tips. Okay, so bear with me a second. Let me get the right screen. So you should see I've gone live.
The first round.
Excellent. Good. Well, we've got somebody to come and talk to us a little bit later about the more advanced rounds, but this is just a one-on-one. The most important thing to know is if you enjoy Helheim and you want to go there, and if you want to be a fighter, you will have to go there because all the other fighters will go there. I'll show you why in a bit. Okay. But every day in your bank offers, you must claim the bank reward. That's under subscriptions and claim. You all should know this because here you get 500 Mark of Resolve. They're your tickets into Helheim and they're free. Now you can buy them. You can get a subscription pack if it's your thing here. Never buy that one. It's crazy. 100 euros. This one's not so bad. It's basic marketing ploy from Plarium, and you get 500 a day. Okay, but you're going to get 500 a day from the bank at the moment. Hopefully that will continue, and that's going to give you 5 tickets in. Okay, so now this account is basically a complete virgin in Helheim. Never been there. Never been there. So what I thought is I could take you through how to get in, what you should do once you land there. Okay, so first of all, you're looking for the gates, which some of you have already been through, and you'll find them along the river. Okay, and when you log into an account, you know that sword, remember that when you first created your account? There it is again, going, oh, here, point here. So let's click on the sword, and there she is. Remember her?
Yes.
Greetings, Jarl. The gates to Helheim have opened in your town. Let's walk through them. So this is like onboarding, your guide to Helheim. She doesn't She's not as annoying as the first time you opened your account, thank goodness. You're in the world where the goddess of the dead reigns supreme. In the abode, you can select a skin and upgrade the stats of your champion. So your champion should not be confused with your hero. Nothing to do with it. Okay, this is a new character that is part of your game. Okay, a warrior ready to challenge the dangers of Helheim. In the forge, you can craft champion's equipment, while in the store, you can purchase useful items. Okay, again, totally separate to your forge in the main part of the game and your store in the main part of the game. So let's continue. This is the entrance to the Catacombs of Helheim, with their many floors. They are full of wonderful mysteries and fabulous treasures, guarded by Hell's loyal servants, warriors and creatures of gloom. The time has come to send your champion into the Catacombs to explore the first floor. Good luck! That's basically it from her. Okay, so this is where you go in. Now, before, yes.
Can I ask you something?
Go on.
One quick question. Have you ever thought about auditioning for Jackanory?
You're falling asleep. Okay, so...
No. I think the enthusiasm that you're reading this out is absolutely spellbinding.
Oh my goodness. You should hear me read Nicholas Nickleby. Oh, bless. No, I haven't.
I'm sat cross-legged in front of me, black and white telly, watching Jackanory, right, and Blue Peter.
Jackanory. I remember Jackanory. Okay, let's carry on, because we are restricted for time. I should think so. I could feel it. Okay, so you're in Helheim here, but you're not in the Catacombs. And before you go into the Catacombs, you need to select your champion. This is your champion's abode. It's like your hero's abode, okay? This is your forge down here. And this is further down here is the shop, okay? Now, to start with, don't even bother going in there. There's an out there. Don't bother going in there. There's an out there. What you're interested in is here. Okay, so, and here, up in the corner. Now here, when you start, you're given 2,500 mark of resolve. That's 2,000, I think, for just going into for the first time. And the 500 I just claimed from the bank. Okay, so that will show you how many times you can go through the gates. And it costs each time 100 mark of resolve at the moment. So this is your champion, like a hero, but not a hero, champion. And what you can do is there are two. You can change your champion, okay? So to change your champion, let me see if I can remember. Okay, you've got two. Una and Viva. If you look at the stats, this is what you're most interested in for your champion. You've got different stats. It's a bit like your hero, but slightly different in that you can alter these stats. So they're looking at strength, agility, intuition, vitality. Vitality is health. Strength is strength. Agility is the ability to dodge. And intuition is the ability to figure out what the opponent is going to do. You set those according to what you think will work. A lot of people are saying a balance is good, but it's up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to set your stats, otherwise known as skill points. I'm going to change to Viva. And if you look, she's got different stats. 40 less strength than Una, but more agility, more intuition, because she's a woman, but less health. She's not as healthy. But I'm going to select her anyway, because this is the one I've been playing with. Okay, there's a change champion, and obviously that's going to cost you once you've used the two up, so I would stick to one. But some people are swapping between them because they say one is good for one kind of monster, the other is good for the other. I don't know. I can't say whether that's true or not. But you apply, and there you've got your champion. As far as I know, you can't rename her. Now your champion has gear. Nothing to do with the gear you've got for your hero. I'm sorry, you're starting from scratch. But that's kind of nice because it doesn't matter what size you are. You're at the same level as a 35. Everybody goes in 0. Yeah, brand new. So in some ways, you know, you're not at a disadvantage here. And if you've got a big wallet, you're definitely not at a disadvantage. But if, like me, you're on a budget, you're going to be at a disadvantage pretty quickly. Okay, so you'll see there is no gear, and you can craft gear in the forge, which was down at the bottom here, but we've got no materials. And it's just like in the game. To make gear, you need materials, you need to wear the gear, you can change the gear, you can change the stats, okay? And the gear gives you different statistics, okay? These different champion statistics here. Okay, so some of the terminology is new, like vitality, but it's, as you can see here, it's health. Intuition, critical hit, remember that from Invaders. Critical prevention, that's defense. Dodge, that's new. And damage done, strength, how hard can you hit? Okay, so let's go. Any questions to this point? Let me put my teacher hat on. If
That's popcorn coming round.
No idea. Okay. So you go through by just clicking on these gates, okay? And you get these floors. Now you'll see the floor 1 is unlocked. Floor 2, floor 3, floor 4, you'll see are locked. You have to go through at your own pace, your own time, yeah, but floor by floor. And when you get, and you'll see 0 out of 9, because this is the first time I've ever been into this part of the game, okay? So I enter, and you've got 3 what they call nodes and the current floor. And it's floor 1. And there's your hero, your champion with health. That's the champion's health. Okay, so you can't go into floor 2. Yeah? The node is unavailable for exploration. To unlock access, you need to pass the previous ones. So again, it's forcing you to go through the different floors, floor 1, 2, 3, 4, and the different nodes, 1, 2, 3. And at the end, we all know that chests are good. Chests mean goodies. We like chests. But of course, it's at the end of the nodes, so you're going to have to work your way through them to get there. Now, the chests contain materials, they contain points, they contain, I've heard gear, but I've not had any yet. But we'll see. Okay, you've got to start here. 1. And this is where you have to pay from your mark of resolve. That's almost like your gold here, okay? So each time you explore a node, you're paying 100. So you click explore, bing, and it goes into the frost realm, and you go through the frost and into a room. Okay, now node 1 on floor 1. It always tells you where you are in the game, and you'll see that from 2,500, I've gone down to 2,400, okay? Now, this is where it can get glitchy. On Facebook Games Room, you can't get through the doors. But to get through a door on Plarium Play and on most of the browsers, it should work now. It didn't work on Tuesday. It was an absolute shitfest, but there you go. There was so much lag. Poor Ugly, and she nearly had a nervous breakdown. I just said, chill out, it's a game, log off, go and knit something.
But this game works on Tuesday.
Ah, this one worked, but the CBC didn't work. Ah, that's because they've only got one server. Anyway, once you're in a room, if there's a monster in the room, the attack will start. You've got a countdown And then it will just play it. You can play auto battle. You can click that. But what you can do is choose what part to defend and what part to hit. And then do battle. And you will get hits against the monster. And you will get hit by the monster. And you'll get little reports. I'm not going to read them out because Ozzy will laugh at me. Okay, so he just hit my arm. So I'll defend my arm and hit his head. Okay, battle. And you'll see, there's my health, there's his health. You want his health to go down, you want your health to stay up. Okay? Arms, chest, battle.
Got a question, boss.
Yeah?
Are you just hitting the battle button?
I am. The reason I don't do auto battle is when you do the auto battle, it chooses what to hit and with what. And I found it takes longer than if I just hit it myself. However, if you just want to go through it and you don't mind using up your points, doesn't matter. Your energy, it doesn't matter. If you die on the floors, you're thrown out and you have to pay to go back in. Okay? But I haven't died yet. So then you'll see arrows. They're doors.
Can I just add something to that, please? Right? The reason why I asked you if you were only using the battle button, I used both.
Yeah, you can do that.
I was using both.
Yep.
And
yeah, you can do that.
As soon as it shines, the button shines, doesn't it?
Yes.
As soon as it was shining on auto, I'd hit it. As soon as it shined on the red one, I hit that. And it went down really quick.
Okay. That, as I say, this is tactics. Lots of people are saying, "Oh, do this, do that, do that." You do what floats your boat, what you enjoy. I kind of enjoy deciding which bit of him to hit, but it's up to you. You can mix it up as well. There is a point at which you can't do that, which we will come to in a minute. Okay. So next door, it gives you arrows and there's a map. So you're in the dungeons. There's a map down here that shows you where you've been. So we started here. We're here now. And there's only one way you can go, which is right. Okay? And the arrows show you there's only one. So click on that door and you'll go through. Ah, there's another monster. Now, when it turns blue, it's a tougher monster. But I'm still going to hit as I normally do. Okay. I'm going to hit his chest. I'm going to hit his legs. I'm going to hit him on the stomach. No, I'm going to hit his chest, but protect my stomach. So here you're protecting parts of your body. Here you're hitting parts of his body. Okay. And do that again until hopefully... Oh, he's only got a little bit left. One more hit should do it. And let's see. There you go. So you get rewards for killing the little beasties, okay, which are normally materials, but also what's called Helheim fire, which you can use to buy materials in the shop. So you claim your rewards. And that shows you one node explored. Now this is really, really important. When you start a node, finish it. Do not click back to floor, because to get back in, you're going to have to spend another 100 mark of resolve. So continue exploration until you finish a node. Again, it's showing me where I can go. Goes through. Oh, there's another one. And again, you hit it and hit it and hit it. Ooh. Okay, and hit it and hit it. And hit it. How far? Oh, not bad. I'll do another head hit. And there you go. Okay. And it's purely random. It's like throwing dice. Yeah? So it's weighted as to your hit, how strong it is against his hit. If you've ever played Dungeons and Dragons, you throw a dice and you get X number of hits, you get X number of magic spells, whatever. This is very similar to a sort of Dungeons and Dragons experience. So back through another one. Yep, only one arrow. You can't go through here. You can go back. There's a little arrow pointing back, but there'll be nothing there. Okay, so we might as well keep going forwards. And another monster, or is it? Oh yes, it's a monster. Okay, at some point there'll be a thing that isn't a monster. Okay. Now I'll show you auto battle. I don't really like it, but I'll do one. Okay.
It's much better.
And auto battle will do the killing for you. So if you're on the bus or the train, it's perfect. It decides where to hit. It kills the monster. You get the reward. There you go. Now, this is where you need to make a choice. There are 4 arrows, including back. So, best thing I always find is go straight ahead. Okay, but if you get lost, just look at the map. Okay, just look at the map. So, we've got a battle, auto battle again, so I can just relax. This isn't an important account. It's an alt on a tile, so it's not an issue. Okay. Any questions so far? You get the difference between battle and auto battle, yes?
Yes.
Good. And you know why you're going to claim your rewards. Now, champion experience is it's like hero experience. It increases the strength of your champion, the levels of your champion. Okay. Let's go through again. Ozzy, you were going to say something.
No, I've just answered you. You said...
Oh, okay.
I said, yep.
Yep, okay.
Yep.
Why I need this champion? Can I send him with my troop?
No, he doesn't go through with your troops. He's purely in Helheim, okay? He doesn't appear in Vikings War of Clans. He appears in Helheim only, okay? He's here to fight the monsters.
Is it game in-game?
It's a game in a game, and I'll show you where it links in a minute, okay? We have to go through this, and in a bit we're going to get somebody in who'll show us what it's like at the next few levels. This goes through several levels. This one is the easy level, okay? It's fun. You kind of win everything. Even if you make mistakes, you kind of win anyway. Okay, so more materials, claim. Okay, now, you can only go back or go left. I always say go forward if you can. So just keep going. Don't go back until you absolutely have to. Okay, again, how you go through these is up to you. How you go through the map, what you do when you're there. This is part of the game. But moving around, you decide where you want to go. Okay. And he does all the fighting for you. You claim the rewards. Okay, now there are no arrows. So if you look at the map, there's no way out. So you're at a dead end, like in a maze. So that means you've got to go back. Click on the door, go back. Yeah, only one way. We're going back. And then remember we had those choices. So I suggest we'll go right. Always try to go to somewhere where you haven't been. And another monster waiting for us. So there's lots of monster fighting. And this is the smaller ones of the mazes. They get bigger. So again, when you're going to Helheim, I recommend that you make sure you've got time to go through a whole level, so that you're not leaving it and then having to pay to go back in to a level you've already started. A node, I should say. So claim your reward and go forward whenever possible. Another one. Gosh, there's lots of monsters in this one. I think they've increased the number of monsters. Auto battle. I'm sure I got through it quicker the first time I did it.
I thought it was about 14 or 15. I thought it was a fair few.
Oh, maybe I'm just because it was new. And another one. But what's the funny thing is, this is a distraction to the main part of the game, but it is linked into the main part of the game. But I'm wondering how many more shield drops there will be. So before you go into Helheim, make sure you've got your shield on. Okay, because it is distracting. And again, it's telling me to go left. Okay, let's keep going. Ah! Now, you see how it swirled, but there's no monster. It's a chest. So click on any chest it presents you. Yeah, you get rewards. We like them. So you've got Mark of Resolve. You've got some Helheim Fire, which is like money here. And you've got Icy Lead, which is materials. So claim your rewards, champion. Probably back to a monster now. Yeah, okay. So basically what you're doing is you're going through rooms, fighting monsters, collecting rewards, doing a full node, not a floor, a node. So just keep going through the nodes. We did node 1, now we're on node 2, and we're going to go through through the whole node, okay? So we've got choices. Again, look at the map. We've been there, we've been there, we've been there. So we want to go forward, okay? Hi, Jericat.
How are you?
Hello, pussycat. We're in Helheim.
I know. I can't find. I can find you in Snack Voice, but I can't find you in anything else.
Oh, okay. Click on live. My name. It should say live next to it.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh dear.
Click on that, and then join stream. Yeah. Okay.
I'm here.
Nothing much to see at the moment, but I am recording this, so hopefully I'll be able to share it with you. Okay, so again, look at the map. Look at the map again, and you've got a choice. And we haven't been to either room. I tend to go with the rule, go forward. So I'm facing this way. I'll go through this door. Okay. Nothing there. No chest, no monster. Keep going. Just keep walking. Keep on walking. And again, I'm going to auto battle. It's up to you if you want to do hit by hit battle or click on auto. Okay. And it'll keep hitting. And it'll keep hitting. And it'll keep hitting. Now, what you want to do in a node is you want to go through the node without losing more than 50% of your energy. That's really important. I'll show you why in a bit. Hopefully we'll do it. I find I do it more when I'm fighting one-on-one, battle by battle. But we'll see if I can do it on auto. Otherwise it's going to take too long. Oh dear. Keep going, keep going. So have you been into Helheim yet, Jericat?
I poked my nose in and ran away.
Okay, don't be frightened of it. It's just it's a point and click game. You're not going to meet. The nice thing about Helheim, you're not meeting any other players. You're just meeting non-player characters.
Boring.
So you're not going to come across any Russians threatening to burn you and kill you. Okay, now there are no arrows going forward or sideways. Have a look at the map. Yep, it's a dead end. So you're going to have to go back. Okay, so go back up, and it will show you where to go. Keep going until you come to a place with a choice. And remember, we haven't been there, so we're going to go that way.
It's like a puzzle.
See what's there. Oh, it's like a maze, yeah. Okay, so we've got another monster to battle. It will tell you who the monster is. There are some bigger monsters and some lesser monsters. Yeah, you have to kill them all.
May I ask
Just
something?
keep killing them. Mm-hmm.
Do you press this head, chest, arms, stomach, legs?
You can do, yes.
Or you choose?
No, I'll show you again. Let me get to the next room. Okay. So we've been down there. We've been up there. But there's nowhere else to go. So if you look on the map and you can drag it around. Okay, we've finished that quadrant, but there's one here. Okay. So I suggest we go up and left. Okay, so up. And, oh yeah, left. Okay, left. Left. Down. Okay. Oh, that's done. Okay, there was nothing in there. Never mind. That can happen. So you go, it's like a maze, as you said. Go back through and go to the next one. Okay, so have a look here. Where's the next one? It's over here. So we've got to go through the next room and then turn right. Next room. And then we've got to turn right. Aha! There's a monster. Okay, so if I want to hit him, I can click individually. Okay. I can choose where I think his weak point is and hit him. Here's defense and here's attack. Green for defense, red for attack. Okay. Or you can let the computer decide. Oh, too late. By clicking auto battle. Okay. And that's it. Now, node explored. Now, this is important. I have 3 stars. That's what you're aiming for. That means I managed to do that node and I kept more than 50% of my champion's energy. Okay. So you cannot go any further than that. You can do a node again, but you can't do any more in that node now. You're done. Okay. You have completely passed node 1 on floor 1. You have defeated the creature of gloom, explored all the chambers, cleared out all the warriors of gloom, and found all the coffers while preserving 55.13% of champion's health. Return to the floor to start exploring the next node, or to explore the current node again in auto mode. You only get to do the node again in auto mode once you have 3 stars. Okay, so those 3 stars, keeping over 50% of your champion's energy, are really important. Completing the node without leaving it halfway through is really important. If I'd left after completing the first part, that first star, I would have had to pay to come back in. So I've completed all 3 stars with 100 of the Mark of Resolves to get in. Okay. So I've got no choice. I have to click back to floor and that will take me here. Don't get confused. You have to go to the second one, but whether you go to the second one or back to the floor, it doesn't matter. You have to pay. So I'm going to close and I'm going to close this and I'm going to go back to here because I want to see what happened to my hero, my champion. Have I got, oh, I didn't get any stat points. Did I get any materials? Oh, have I got enough? I got some cold iron, but I still need icy lead. So I am going to have to go back in to complete node 2. Or I can complete node 1 again on auto. And I'm going to show you how that works. Okay, it will give you a thing saying node explored successfully, node 1 on floor 1. And if you want, you can mark it as red. You can share it. Yeah, you can share your magnificent achievement with the clan. And you get rewards, you get trophies as well. Okay, so let's clear that and go back in. And just because it's you guys, I'm going to show you what happens when you do auto mode. As I said, you only get it for being successful on a node and getting 3 stars. I suggest you go through each node on a floor and then maybe go to the next one with materials, with more skills. And then when you've got enough Mark of Resolves, then do this. But we're going to do it just to show you what it does. Okay, auto mode, another 100 Mark of Resolves. Click. Explore. Oh, yeah, I think it's done. Oh, I think it's already done it. Oh no, you can choose how many times you can go up to 10 times within 24 hours. Okay, but each time costs 100. Okay, so I'm only going to do it the once, and then you click explore. Diff. And then that glows. If you click on it, if you click on anything else, the champion is already exploring this node in auto mode. If I go here, the champion is already exploring node 1 on floor 1. So the champion is in there doing that automatically. Okay. You can only do it where you've got 3 stars. but you can do it. Why do you do it? To get more materials. Okay. To get more materials, to get more skill points at the lower levels, you can then build them up, but it still costs you. Okay. And lots of people made these mistakes. They've spent all their energy, all their mark of resolves, and they haven't got past the current floor, floor 1. Okay, so I wouldn't do that at this level. I'm just showing you. I would have gone next to number 2, then to number 3, complete those, hopefully with 3 stars. Don't obsess about it because you can come back and redo it, but you want that chest at the end. That's what you're aiming for, to go 1, 2, 3, collect the chest. Okay? And that's pretty much it, except of course it isn't, because let's see how long that's got to run. Oh, let me have a look. It's normally about 2 minutes. It does give you a time somewhere how long it's got to go. But whilst he's in there, okay, what you can do is you can go back to Vikings, normal Vikings, and you can carry on playing there. Okay, so let me just close that and close that. And to get back to Vikings normal, okay, you just go back to your town. Okay, and that takes you to your town. And if you notice, because you've still got your troops and your champion and your hero here, okay, doesn't matter. I can go and hit a Royal Guardsman. You can carry on playing the game whilst in auto mode your champion is fighting in the Catacombs. You can only do that in auto mode though, okay? But it's kind of cool because it means you're not spending all your time in the Catacombs. That's it in a nutshell, basically. Any questions? And again, to go back to see how your champion's doing, click on your town and go through the gates. Okay, here we are. In we go through the frosty bit. And click in here. Click on floor 1. Ah, he's finished. Okay, notice it's not glowing anymore. And it says 2 of 10. So that means I've been through this node twice. Now, again, it's a 24-hour period. Explorations performed in the last 23 hours, 27 minutes. So you've got 24 hours. If you want to do 10, you can do. But if you want to do it, again, you're going to have to pay. It's always about paying. Okay, I'm not going to take you through all of them, but I am going to ask Pride to come on and just show us the next levels. Okay, and maybe give us some tips of what we should be looking for. Oh, yeah, I haven't looked at my report. Let's see what happened whilst it was in auto mode. Node explored successfully. Explored node 1 on floor 1. And you see, I got those rewards without really having to do much. So it's kind of worth doing it if you're really into Helheim and you want those rewards. What do the rewards give you in the game? I'm not sure if they've given me anything yet. Oh, no. No. Not gear. No. You need gear, but that's all only in Helheim. Okay. Yeah, nothing much yet. So let's get Pry in. Hang on a second.
Oh, can you give me a mo?
Oh, it's always the way, isn't it? Can you give me a mo?
I've just got to go and burn somebody.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, you can stream that if you like. Okay, let me just close that down and close this down. Okay, so the best ones to play it on are on a tablet or a mobile device and on Plarium Play. There are a few little glitches, or there were a few little glitches on the browsers, and don't use Facebook Games Room. It's an absolute nightmare. Can't move, you get stuck. They've not done the fixing for the game room. But Plarium Play works well, and this particular browser, which is Opera GX, works well too. You just saw it. There were no glitches. I didn't get thrown out of the game. Okay, I'm going to stop screen sharing. Okay. Any questions?
Out
Go
of
on then,
new game.
Oh,
Room.
Sorry, Alexandra?
Oh, nothing.
Okay.
All okay.
As you go through the rooms, as you get the materials, as your champion gains experience and goes up levels, you will get extra statistics for health, for attacking, for other things within the game, within your main game. So you're not just having a little bit of a laugh collecting stuff and having a champion. It does reflect back into the game. And that's why all the big players, they're all down in the catacombs fighting little monsters. They're all bored out of their skulls because most of them, it's not their cup of tea. But that's why they're doing it, because of the statistics on your military stuff. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. Now the military stuff I can't show you. We will see, indeed. I mean, it's no good me showing you the military stuff because I was very busy this week. I'll probably do more at some point over the weekend. But it's a real time killer, I warn you. It's a Zeitfresser, as they'd say to you. Just me.
Well, I completed that first one, what you've just done there, you've shown. And then obviously I looked at the time and thought, well, I'm not going to go on to level 2. So I came away. But I thought it was quite interesting. But I did think it was an actual separate from the main Vikings game.
Well, it kind of is and it kind of isn't.
Well, yes, I know, but you've explained now that it does have some effect on your military style on Vikings game, which is a bonus, really, isn't it?
It is, because everybody's at the same level at the moment. That said, those people with more time and money than they know what to do with, some of them are on level 7 already. It's like, what? How much time have they? They must pay someone to do it for them. But take your time. It's like anything. Do it when you're bored. Do it between, for example, I'm in Pop at the moment. What else am I going to do? I've got no hero or shaman. They're in Pop. So we're protecting Pop so it's set for KVK. And it is actually something I can do on my phone. It's very easy to do on your phone, and because there's no shield, there's no my shield, I can't drop my shield on my phone, I can't trust it. It's just like click 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 click. I was sat on the tram yesterday going click 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 click. But I wouldn't spend for hours and hours on it. Jarikat,
yeah. So when you start, do you have to complete the whole node 10 times within 24 hours?
No. Well, okay. I would complete the node. Okay? Complete the node. Some people are obsessed they're completing the whole node. And if you have those 3 stars, you can do it on auto mode. Yeah. Okay? But you still have to have enough of those little tokens to do all 10. So yes, within 24 hours, you can do one node 10 times. And then the next node 10. It depends how many you've got. You can do, but each node you can do up to 10 times within 24 hours. Okay.
But
and some people have been doing that. But you don't have to. What you do have to do, what I recommend you do, there's no have to, it's up to you. But when you start a node, finish it. Because if you leave the node, you'll have to pay to go back in.
Okay. But there's
finish it.
Not that you have to finish node 1, 2, and 3 in 24 hours. That first time.
If you want to do it if you want to do all 10 in 24 hours, yes, you do. But if you're not bothered, no, you don't. A lot of people are saying just keep going, keep going. When you find a node that you can't win, go back, get more materials, get better gear, get more experience, and then go back and hit them. Okay,
again,
it's typical gamer mentality.
That would be important, wouldn't it? Because if you've already done it 10 times, you can't go back and get more gear, more material.
Okay, he's burning. Oh, gosh. I'm just going to go and have a look in my phone account, because that was the one I was sat on the tram with going, oh, what can I do? I'm bored. And I went in just to see what it was doing. Let's see if I can redo that again. Let's see, clans. Go into my home. This is on my phone, so it's a little bit different. Click on the gates, go through the Frosty Realm. Okay, go in, floor 1, claim your reward. Oh, I didn't claim my reward. Oh, that's silly. Always claim your reward at the end. Okay. Floor passed. Oh, so maybe you can only do it X number of times. I'll ask Pry, because as I say, I don't know that, to be honest, but I'm sure he'll know by now.
Slowly, but...
Yeah. Are you coming there?
I think I am, one sec.
You finished burning?
I just declared war on a clan.
Oh dear.
Cupcake.
Oh, they're not going to do
Yes?
it.
Oh, Z?
Is there a time limit from completing the first node to be able to go back in?
There doesn't seem to be.
10?
No, there doesn't seem. I think the time limit is how long you can be bothered. Let's wait till Pry's got on, though. Hang on, he's meant to be joining us.
What I meant was I completed it yesterday, but I didn't know about this going back in auto mode. Could I go back and put it in auto mode? I've got my 3 stars.
Well, what happens when you click on it? Does it give you auto mode? I think you can.
I don't know. I haven't tried it. I'm not in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you can.
Question. All right. Okay. I will try it.
But let me know if you can't. Yeah, no, try it. The only way to really be sure, because remember, this is relatively new, but the only way to be really sure is to go in. But I think as long those 3 stars don't go away, as long as you've got those 3 stars, then you can run auto mode, you can run it X number of times, and then you've completed that floor. And I don't think after that, I don't think you can go back in. So you're forced to move on.
Have anybody, or have you heard of anybody going into the corners and see if there's any items that you can pick up?
There's nothing. I mean, I've clicked all over the things.
I tried it.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
I tried it.
Hi, Pry.
Hi there. We're going to have to watch the moats. We're in the same room here.
Hello.
Oh, sorry.
Goodbye.
Good afternoon, or evening, whatever it is.
Is that right?
That's me, yeah. Oh, am I still called that on that server? Whatever.
Unmute. You're
I'm
muted.
still called that on that server. Okay, that's me.
That's me.
Hi, Pry.
Hi.
Hi.
So what do you want to know about Helheim?
Levels 2 and 3. What are they like, and how do you?
To be honest, level 1, 2, and 3 are pretty easy. 4 starts to get hard. There's not. One sec, I'm just trying to find. Hang on, I'm just going to.
Can I share my screen from here?
Yes.
How do I do?
Remember, click on screen just above your microphone.
Oh, just above my microphone. I've got it, yeah.
Go to Helheim, don't show your internal stuff.
Okay, so there's a stream from Helheim. Can you see that, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So I don't know what you've gone through. I'll just kind of cover the basics. I mean, it's going to be difficult for me to show you stuff from early on because I've moved on from those levels, but so that's where I'm at the moment. 14 with various bits of gear. Very important to get the gear quickly because it gives you huge amounts of health, which gets you through the levels a lot easier. You know, 1200 on that one. And you can see the gear in the forge, and you can see what level you can get it at, and pretty much it's just a question of going through and when you get to the relevant level, try and make that gear. If I remember correctly, the first piece of gear is some kind of helmet somewhere. That thing there, that's the first thing you can make.
Yes.
And it's not very expensive in terms of materials. You get those quite quickly in level 1 and you can just make it. And as soon as you do it, it gets a lot easier. From that, I think it goes to a piece of armor, which is this one, which I'm still using. Again, using this iron and lead. And then from there, it's probably... There's a weapon here at the Forceful Bulwark at level 1 as well. The Crushing Hammer at 4. And then you get into these, and you have to be careful because they are specifically weapons for the left and weapons for the right. So there's no good making 2 weapons for the left. As soon as you've used a piece of gear, so I had the bulwark, and as soon as you've basically replaced it with something else, I think I have the Flaming Guard, then you can just click on it and dismantle it. And you should do that. So, for example, Horned Helmet.
No point keeping it then.
It's a little different to what happens with Dismantling Gear in the regular game. What happens is you get back all of the pieces of one of the slots. So you might as well, because quite honestly, once you've got a better helmet than that, you're never going to use it. So you might as well dismantle it, and I think I got 10 bits of lead back, or I got 10 bits of cold, whatever it is, cold iron. So that's basically the gear. I think I heard you seeing a level up. You get extra skill points, and then you can set them. What we're finding is that agility is really, really important. It's basically dodging, and it seems to be much more important than intuition. So basically, that's the way we're all pretty much going. Roughly equal on those and less intuition. At least at the moment, until we know more. It might change at higher levels. I was thinking, is there anything else to say there? Not really.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Sorry, Pride. When you're looking at the gear, are you saying you're looking at gear which is agility favourable?
Generally, I do, yes.
Right.
But
Okay.
I was just faced just now with the choice between the Hunter's Hood and the Thunderstorm Amulet. And I kind of like the look of the Thunderstorm Amulet, but in the end I went for this. And the reason was, and that's a good point, what you'll find is that these materials start appearing in different levels. So cold iron's available early on. Twilight Silk starts appearing in 2 and 3, and you can get quite a lot of it. I think I've now got nearly 200 of that. Maple's starting to get more regular for me, so I've got quite a bit of that. But Iron Fur is more difficult. In fact, I've nearly got enough for another piece, but not quite. And therefore, I decided... Why did I decide that? Something made me decide to go that way. Oh, yeah, okay, apologies. It wasn't the Iron Fur, it was this. That's dodge prevention, so that means the increasing the probability that the enemy won't dodge. Here you get an even balance between dodge and dodge prevention. That's why I took that one on the left in the end. But is that better? I can't really say. I'm winging it, same as anyone else. One thing I warn you about, this store, you see that's offering you 10 for 350. It does not give you the possibility to buy 1 for 35. It doesn't exist. If you press that green purchase button, you've bought it for the full price. I mean, I can't buy at the moment because I don't have 350 masks. But if you do press those buttons, it's an instant purchase in that store. Most of our guys, I think, are ignoring it at the moment. Is there anything additional? Nope. So we can.
Could you show us the stats that go into the game?
Yes. There are various stats. That's the thing. Okay, so I'll do it this way, Lynn. Okay, I'll just pop into the floors. So you've presumably figured out what 1-star, 2-star, and 3-star are. 1-star is killing the boss character, the one with the blue background. 2-star is having completed everything, and 3 stars is having completed everything with 50% life still left.
Right, okay.
But what you want as a strategy is to get through 1, 2, 3, and then get this coffer, because the coffer contains additional masks and other goodies for materials and stuff for buying gear. And not rumor. I mean, it can also include 3 pieces of gear from a special set, the Beowulf set. I've seen 2 screenshots on the web already of those. People are getting them out of the coffers. None of our guys have got that yet. The thing is, the strategy I employ is to just literally go through, get the coffer, then go back, hopefully by then with a stronger champion, and go for the 3 stars as soon as possible, because when you get all those 3 stars, your buildings are upgraded. And the way it works is that you get that and immediately all of your buildings upgrade. So mine are currently at 5. The bonuses that are on there are what we are after in the game. This is how it connects into the proper game. So they are quite large. So when I complete floor 5, which will take my buildings to 6, then I will get this 20% cav offense, 20% health during attack, and 20% on melee offense during an attack. And I will also get the ones here: cavalry offense during attack, trooper defense during an attack, ranged offense during an attack. And up here, there's one more. 3rd building. There must be something there. Okay, I've only just noticed that. It looks like there aren't any stats on. Oh, yes, there are. Apologies, I just didn't click in the right place. There they are. So more offense and offense and so on. But those stats are pretty good, and they're permanent, and they just come into the game, and there's no influence on So those
And
are things we want.
would you only get them maxed if you go back to the first node or the first level? Yeah, the first node, and complete it 10 times.
No. Once. You only need to get to 3
Oh,
stars.
just do
That's
it
it.
once. Okay.
You
So
only, so you know, to be quite honest, you can probably get 3 stars on floor 1, node 1 the first time you do it. It's not difficult.
Yes, I have.
So you know, basically you'll go through 3, but as you go up, and where am I now? I'm on floor 5. So I'm getting close, but I'm not quite there yet.
Right.
And I spent a few rounds on going through trying to get 5 and 6, or trying to get 6 maxed. And this afternoon I managed. I had 1, 2, and 3 done. Noon I managed to get 4 and 5 maxed, and I'm going for that because I want those permanent bonuses. But the point is, it gets difficult. So what you need to do is to increase your champion's power and get gear. So that's where I'm at. I've got quite a way to go. That's probably about, I would guess that's 7. I think this level I'm getting about 10,000 per floor, per node attempt. So I'll probably get up there in 7 or 8. And that will give me additional stats. And I think that's probably going to be about 80 points on the for distribution on here. I've only just very, very short time ago gone to 14, and I got 64 points. So you're trying to increase that, and that will give you somewhere to put these development points, and we tend to put them on things like agility.
Agility, yeah.
Because what we find is that the gear has really good health stats. So for vitality, if you look back at the gear now, having said that, look at what am I going for next? Probably that. So that's got 2,000 health on it. So at that point, I've got, you know, another 1,000 buffer to get to my 50%. So it's makes it much easier to actually get that last bit. So for me at the moment, probably the thing that makes most sense is tomorrow to find a piece of gear that I can get and go for that. Although I've nearly got the iron fur, but I'm a long way off on pure crystal. Pure crystal begins to come into your inventory 5 where I am, but not much of it. I'm presuming that in level 6 I'll get a lot of it. So tomorrow I've got a choice between using everything I've got to try and get 6 and 7 done, or go to 6, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just for 1 point if I can, or as far as I can, and hope that a lot more of that crystal comes so I can get the gear. Once I have the gear, go back and complete floor 5. It's a really simple, boring little in-game, as it were, to be honest. I can run through a level. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. Does anybody have any questions?
No, you've answered what I was looking at.
Yeah, I mean, we basically got to try and find. I mean, let's put it that way. I can go back. This morning, I had 1, 2, and 3 maxed and 4 and 5 not. And I went through and increased my champion level and got myself a new piece of gear. And I've been able to get 4 and 5 and not quite get 6. So I need to kind of do the same thing again to get those maxed. The other thing that's everyone's speculating about is Conqueror of Bifrost, this new achievement that's appeared. As far as we can tell, it's solely going to be going into Helheim and coming out, going into Helheim, coming out. Might even be as dumb as click, 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 click. But we don't know how many times. We just haven't got a clue. So we're waiting on more concrete information before we proceed with that. The other thing, I presume you know, there are 2 champions in there. Do that and Unar. They are what they are. I switched today over to Viva. Seems to work, but the reason I did it was to see if switch the champion was to do with that Conqueror of Bifrost. Doesn't seem to be, but it might be. I don't think I've got the achievement yet. So I basically just declared war on that guy. Okay. Well, he's an idiot. He's just trying to get our attention.
Sounds like he's got it.
Well, he's just not really. He's basically formed a small clan and started trancing around. I'm a chief, and we're like, yeah, fine, go away. Anyway, so I'll run a level maybe. That's all I can offer. I've got 1 Mask of Resolve left, and you can get an idea for where it goes. But it's basically exactly the same thing. Go through a door, find a monster, run the battle. And what's happening, of course, is these monsters have much more energy, but so. And what I'm finding on this level 6 is that my 6,800, so the 3,400 I can lose, is a bit too small. What I really need is a piece of gear. Push that up to about 8,000, and then I can just walk through to completing the level. So actually, I just answered my own question. I'm going to do level 6 tomorrow, not level 5. Just try and get a few of the nodes done.
More
just get more materials, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it just carries on in the same way as the boss fights get a lot tougher. But I don't know if you guys want to sit here and watch a whole one of these. They take about 10 minutes. I just use auto battle, by the way. I do sit and click. Frankly, you might as well accept their algorithm, because any subjective bias that you will put in yourself to choosing what to hit is more likely, I think, to lose you points.
Well, yesterday, not knowing, well, obviously not knowing what I know now about it, I just went into it first time to have a look, and I was using both the auto battle and the battle buttons.
You can, yeah. You can stop, change over to battle.
Yeah, and it was the enemy's health was coming down pretty quick.
Yeah, but it comes down pretty quick anyway. I mean,
well, it was the first one.
Yeah, the early ones go down in very short order. I mean, they are fairly weak. I think they've got like 2,000. These ones are up on 6, and the boss battle in these is on about 12 or 13, I think it is.
Yeah, no, fair, that's fair comment. But as I say, I didn't know which would be the best, auto battle or battle. So every time,
well, I don't know. I just decided to go this way, and most of my guys go this way. And my reason for going is I've actually made a small mistake in that I've kind of done this. I'm doing this on 2 accounts at the moment. And that means I've got 1,500 of these bloody mask things to do every day twice. So I'm using 2 monitors and I'm just doing them at the same time. So I'm just going click order battle on one and then switch over to the other one, now that one, and just keep going. Because I took the €10 subscription on both accounts. It was just daft. I don't know why I did. I should have left one of them alone for a while.
Right.
But, you know, it gives you a chance to try different skill sets out in places. So.
David, 10-year account.
Sorry?
What's a 10-year account? You said you
10
took...
euro subscription. 10 euro subscription on each.
10-year, and I'm like, blooming heck, what's that?
No,
That's
I'm
fine.
not. Here we are. Here's a battle. And this one's got, oh yeah, okay, it's on 8.5. And for me, it's all about where my health this battle as to whether it's likely to go through in this round. I mean, always complete the round. Even take your own health down to 0, always, because you use the 100 masks no matter what. So you might as well get the what's the word? Experience points. So if we look at that, I'm going to get. It's got to be complete the entire level by 3.5. That is probably not going to happen. I've done 7 of the nodes, so no, that won't get through. It doesn't matter. It's adding experience. Just to say, at any point, even during a battle, click this and check things on the hero. The map is what it is. It's fine. It serves a purpose. But what you cannot do is change your champion's skill setting or anything. The exploration of a node. So you know, if you get an upgrade to the next level of your champion, you have to wait until the end of that round before you can apply the new skill points. Personally, I find it quite dull. The additions to the game in terms of stats are very worth having.
I think the attraction for a player like me, or should I say the level that I'm at, is that we're actually going in at the same level as the big level 35s, like yourself. We're at a similar.
Have you looked at the gear upgrades? Have you looked at the gear upgrades as well?
I had a quick look at them. I can tell.
Let me show you. Let me just ask me something else if you want. But I mean, this I've got to click through this, otherwise I lose the masks. But I can show you the gear upgrades as well. That's probably even more important.
I mean, you've given, well, you have, from what you showed us on the gear that you've got.
No. The gear in the main game. The gear in the main game, not this stuff.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant some.
No. I mean, the game has changed massively. 3,250% mark. So that means we can send 21 million now each. Let me think. The gear, we don't know how high it goes yet, but at level 6, up to 130% bonuses on each piece of gear, and so on. And that's what this Helheim fire is. Because the Helheim fire is what you use to improve the chances of the upgrade. What the game basically means, by the way, what this means is that you will find it very difficult to find any Ubers to kill ever. Clans like ours will be killing Ubers all day, every day, for months. I'll explain about that in a moment. And also the Ubers, the amount of stuff you're getting out of them has increased massively. Well, it has. Golly, how much more of this is there?
Troll says Sesame Street is more exciting.
Yeah, I know. I agree. This is a tedious little mini-in game. I would prefer it if there was a way to run this, just say, okay, run me those 4 nodes, here's 400, bye-bye. But they won't let you do that. You know about running nodes again, yeah? To get energy points.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that, but I would only do it if you get truly stuck. And at the higher levels, I suspect we all will get stuck regularly. I mean, I'm starting to see it here at level 5. Most of our clan done 4 completely now, and are working on 5. One guy is probably even already on 7. He was on 6 anyway. I know that.
Does he not have a real life?
I'm beginning to wonder. He'll do this until he's got this stuff, and then he won't do it. Same as stuff. Yes, they will. Of course, they'll add stuff. But any military bonuses with the game, try and get them ahead of the wave, because then we can have a bit more fun with them. Jotunheim is going to be entertaining this time. For the first time in a year, I might use a shield in Jotunheim. There's only so much you can do at the end of the day. Okay, I don't know, I think I've got 6. Yeah, and you can see I'm already at 1,500, so I'm well below what I need. Because I need to be on, what was it, 3.5? Yeah, 3.5 to complete the level properly. But even though that's the case, I'm not going to waste those masks of resolve, because it's all adding in.
Why do you keep calling them masks? They're marks.
Are they called marks?
Yes.
Because they look like a mask to me.
Oh, maybe. Definitely says mark. Sure.
Well, you might have just explained something, because Karen calls them marks. Like, why are you calling them marks?
Sensible. She wears her glasses.
Ah!
Any questions? Has anybody asked?
I think I'm nearly done here. Thank God. Empty chamber.
Do we have Catacombs tomorrow, or everyone plays this game in game?
Well, this is the thing. We've done it.
I haven't done it. Yeah, still on 2 stars.